Hello survivors and welcome to another video. In this video we're going to be looking at Mercer, and look at this guy. He just looks like a tank. He has to be a tank. What other role could he be? It just wouldn't make any other sense. And he is a tank, which is great. His trait is fast, and we'll look at his base stats. 1,515 attack, 1,727 HP, and also 2,073 defense. So he's obviously going to live up to that role as tank based on his stats at least. Now we look at his rush. It's called Duo Fortification, and it is a 76 AP cost. He deals 500 damage to one enemy. That's 500% damage. This character and one teammate gain 50% bonus HP, get 150% defense for 2 turns, and get pain split for 2 turns. So the way I'm reading this is he selects one ally, and it will generally be the ally with the most HP, because that's normally how pain split works. That character will get pain split with Mercer. They'll also get 50% bonus HP, and they'll get 150% defense for 2 turns. However, because it's done in a different order, it might be the person with the lowest HP, because the bonus HP happens first. It's hard to know which order that will happen in, but generally pain split always selects the character with highest HP. So if you've got a shield or a really key revive character in your team, you should buff them out with good HP on their mods, their weapon, and Mercer should select that character, and they will basically become indestructible, especially a shield, because that 150% and the 50% bonus from actually defending will multiply. The amount of damage that shield won't take will be insane, like no damage at all. And obviously the shield will just have massive survivability as well. If you consider the mod where it's bonus defense when stunned, that scales up to 100% bonus defense. This is 150% bonus defense. I can't even imagine the amount of damage numbers that we're going to be seeing. We'll probably see single digits. We'll be seeing huge 600, 700% damage rushes doing 150 to 200 damage. It'll be absolutely disgusting. Now we'll check out his active skill, and this is where Mercer gets really interesting. That first rush is just okay, he buffs out someone massively. It's maybe a shame that his rush doesn't scale, is a scalable rush in terms of 50%, 500% damage and not maim, for instance. But this is where it gets really interesting. Potentially, after the very first attack, Mercer may never attack again. And that's because his active skill is a heal and AP gain active skill. And it has an initial cooldown of 2 and a cooldown of 1. That means he can do it every single turn after that first 2-turn initial cooldown. And the effect is, one teammate regains up to 35% of their max HP for 2 turns. So he will select a teammate, the lowest HP teammate, and heal them for 70% over 2 turns. So it'll be 35% one turn, 35% the next turn. And then Mercer regains 35% of his own AP. And that means every 3 turns, he'll get 100% AP, guaranteed. That means you can make his weapons really tanky and not really care about AP gain on his weapons. He's going to do this every single turn, so he's just going to be selecting a character that's got low HP, and that also stacks. So let's say you've got a shield, they get attacked, he'll heal them the first turn, they get attacked again, he'll heal them again, and it'll go to 70% HP for one turn, and then 35% the next turn. That is a massive heal. And then he'll just rush when he gets his AP. And then he'll do this for 20 turns between rushes, which is insane. Very, very different. He could potentially never do a basic attack. So obviously you don't want to make any attack buffs to this guy on mods, weapon, nothing. You want to keep his damage as low as possible. Well, actually, just not that you want to keep it as low as possible. You just want to not buff it, because he's not going to even do basic attacks. He's only going to do damage off his rush, and that's actually a really massive downside. If only that was not damage and something else. I don't know what else it could be. Like I said before, I honestly couldn't think. I don't know. But that is very interesting, that active skill. There's something very new, and it's very nice to see something very new. Next up we have the specialist skill, which is Vitality, and this means every time Mercer takes damage, at the end of his turn he'll potentially heal all of that damage. He'll heal damage based on the amount of adrenaline rush that he has unspent. Coming up against, I think it's Clementine who has this, it can heal for quite a lot, 400, 500. The problem with Clementine is she takes so much damage because she's an alert character. And obviously coming again with Tufts, you're hitting her so hard, it kind of just destroys her. Whereas he's fast, he can potentially get absolute defense. He's going to be really tanky, just gearing fully towards tanking. And this guy's going to be a massively hard to take down character. I'm fairly certain that Vitality procs even when he's stunned as well. So even when you stunned him and you keep doing the damage, he's still going to get Vitality healed. So it's going to be really hard to take him down. Now he has got a special weapon and it has got 30% defense base, which is great. 15% HP is the upgrade slot, so you decide what you want to do with his AP. I wouldn't give him any AP on attack because he'll never attack with that active skill really. You might want to give him AP on defense. This is the only time I'll ever say AP on defense, and you should give him AP on defense only if you plan to keep that third slot. Third slot is really weird. Bonus healing when healed, regain 100% more HP. I'm fairly certain this means that the bonus HP that he would receive would be doubled to 100%, and the vitality would be doubled from a specialist skill. It would make him an open window for AP gain though, but if you put AP on defense on him, he'd obviously gain his rush a bit faster. It's really strange. I probably would still say going for absolute defense is the best way, and then put in HP, 30% HP, and then up in his defense to 35%, because he doesn't need AP gain on his weapon at all. But you could try and maybe test out that AP, that third slot. I don't know. Bonus healing when healed, regain 100% more HP. I don't know. I think just having an open window is a problem. Just free AP gain, and absolute defense would just be more annoying, if I'm honest. So this is Mercer, and he's very different to pretty much every character that I've seen. He's basically how you'd want a tank to be. I'm really kind of thankful that he's not a strong character, however. If he was a strong character, he would be disgustingly good, because obviously you'd have him behind an Eric. There are obviously some good characters that he could be behind. He could go behind Gabriel, he could go behind Lydia, but I think with Eric being just in the meta right now, I'm really thankful that he's fast and not strong, because it wouldn't have been nice at all. It wouldn't have been nice. But yeah, do tell me what you think, especially about that active skill, guys. Do tell me what you think about that active skill. How do you think it's going to work? I'm pretty much seeing that he's just going to do that constantly between his rushes. I mean, it will be that he's only getting his rush every 4 turns, because it'll be active, 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 rush, active, 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 rush. So he'll have quite a slow rush unless he's got AP on defense and he's open window. It's very strange. It'll be interesting to see how hard it's going to be to take him down as an individual. It's going to be hard to take down the person he pain splits, that's for sure. While they're pain split for those 2 turns, it'll be really, really difficult. And I'm pretty sure he's going to gain AP when they get attacked. So if it is a shield, he'll gain AP off of that. And maybe AP on defense would actually work in that situation. So if you do get him, there's going to be some testing to do. But yeah, do tell me what you think about this character. Are you going to pull for him? I think he's a really good tank if you've got the right characters already set up to have a good melee defense team, or one of those mixed defense teams with good fast characters or good tough characters, or with like Lydia lead. But yeah, that's the end of my video, guys. Thank you very much for tuning in, and as always, keep on surviving, guys. Keep on surviving.